Okay, we're live. Looks like we're live here this Saturday morning. Welcome, everyone. This is the most anticipated, waited Saturday morning, May 5th, 2016, DubLi Help Hangouts, just questions and answer. We'll make it a quick one for you today. I have with me Mr. Richard Beck. Richard, how are you, sir?
Doing great, sir.
Good. Well, DubLi's platform is out. Both sides, DubLi.com and DubLi Network. We only talk about DubLi.com here, but both sides are open. They're down. I can't get into either one right now for me because I have password issues, but I just have to reset them and be done with it. So we'll get to that just here in just a minute. But we'd like to welcome everyone this Saturday morning here joining us. We do these hangouts twice a week, this time period, Saturday mornings from 10 to 10:30, which is just a questions and answer session this morning, and we'll make it a quick one. And then Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. to 7:30 Central Time here in the United States. These hangouts we do here at DubLiHelp.com are designed strictly for the shopping experience of DubLi. This is not, the make money with DubLi, work at home with DubLi side of it. If you're interested in that, that's another hangout we do different times of the week. And it's on this page if you're watching this at DubLiHelp.com, which we're having issues with our host. But you're probably on YouTube watching this right now live or on replay. But anyway, thank you for joining us with you this morning, this Saturday morning here. And like I said, the topic today is just questions and answer, although we will get into a little bit of the platform here in just a minute. As we always do at these hangouts at the start, we do like to talk a little bit about, current events that are going on around the world or in our network that are important to us on our horizon, so to speak, or platform. And today we'll start with Richard. Anything special that you want to chat about at all?
Well, the biggest thing in my world's been the weather's been great this week. It's been cool. It's been beautiful. It's been sunny. It's been a great week. And I guess that kind of has overshadowed all the rest of it. I mean, we have our political entertainment always running, because we're coming into an election. So other than that, I really haven't given too much observation to the political dramas.
Now, here in the United States, our presidential election is really starting to heat up. The vote's still not until November, but for those of you outside of the United States, don't know much about it. But the two candidates are going to boil down to Hillary and Trump, and it was pretty identified, you could say, this week that Trump was going to be the Republican nominee for president of the United States in 2016. So, or 2017 actually is when he takes office, but or will take office, or Hillary. But I read a little article today, or yesterday actually, it was about the Hillary email case and stuff, and I don't know what, I don't listen really to mainstream news anyway, but this actually was it was CNN, so it was mainstream, and they said they're just going to drop the case.
Yes, they bought it. The Clintons got their machine, their extortion and cash machine. They bought the deal off, is what it is. Yeah. I don't know, heads or tails one way or another, but we'll wait and see. But it's gone to, she's definitely going to be indicted to, nothing's we can't find anything. Yeah.
I listen to Mike Savage, the radio talk show host Mike Savage, every once in a while. He's the only one I really kind of listen to. And he had an interesting take way back. And he said that she's going to walk, nothing's going to happen. And they're basically going to say that she saved the world. That, that because of her, activities, instead of, she violated this and she violated that, instead of saying all that, they're going to say that she actually saved the world, and that's what's going to get her elected, So we'll wait and see, how it plays out. But, one thing we can say is fairly certain and clear now is that it's going to be Hillary and Trump, one or the other. And, take your pick, change is with Trump, and the same old times 10 is with Hillary. So, I mean, can you imagine if Hillary gets in there, what it's going to be like?
Oh, yeah. You might as well just slit your wrist early and take the pain out.
One other thing too, jump in here, that there's a video that's coming out called Clinton Cash.
Yeah.
Have you heard about this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't seen much of the trailers or anything like that. I know they're out there, but it's supposedly pretty scathing.
Yeah, it's about every time that Hillary went somewhere as Secretary of State, Bill got a speaking engagement for millions, and Hillary gave him some concessions. Gee, can you say, well, I mean, but you can't call a lobby move a bribe. Come on, folks.
Isn't that how politics works?
Lobbyists are not bribes. It's not.
Isn't that how politics works, though? Richard, come on.
Yeah.
They're politicians. Come on, you voted for them.
I know it, and I think our country's going to get what we deserve, but by what gets elected. And it's garbage in, garbage out. And if we put garbage in, we're going to get the garbage thrown on us.
Yeah, gee, come on, man. You voted for them.
I know it. I know it.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyway,
if I had a time machine, we wouldn't have half these problems. But that's why God didn't put me in charge of one.
Well, enough of the nonsense. We'll talk about the real important things, okay? The value, the important things that are very close to everyone here now. And let's move on to the Kentucky Derby.
Correct. This is very key. What is who's your favorite pick today?
Well, I'm not going to say. You're going to have to pay me $2. You can put it on my PayPal account, and I'll release it to you, to my tip.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I actually, to be honest with you, I owe my dad I told my dad that I'd handicap it and send it to him, and I haven't done it yet. I mean, I handicapped it, but I don't want to send him something that's nonsense. So
right.
that's when this hangout's over. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. I got my racing form and everything right here, to go over. But I have handicapped it a little bit, and there are a couple horses in here that I like. One thing I will say about this race, I think this race, this Kentucky Derby, which goes off at 5:30 Central Time here in the United States, which is about 7 hours. Yeah, 7 hours. A little bit over 7 hours, 20 minutes from now. And I do believe the way this race is set up, there's 24 horses in the race, and that it's going to be at the nose. There's going to be six. There could be as many as 6 horses hitting the wire at the same time.
A lot of bumping.
Yeah, and it's just the way it's set up, and there's one horse called Exaggeration. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Exaggerator that really looks like he's the best horse out on the field, but I think he can get nipped at the wire, and there's several horses that could do it, and that's what I have to handicap now. But Exaggerator, looks to be the cream of the crop today for the race. And there's a couple other pretty good ones in there too, but this one is head and shoulders above. However, there are about 5 other horses in the field that could nip him at the wire, and they're very capable of doing it. I just have to look at the times today. Their spreads, time, how long it takes them to move from furlong to furlong throughout the race, and I'll be able to determine pretty much the class and grade of the horse and tell you which one is going to be at the wire. But it looks like there's about, really honestly, I think there's really about 3, maybe 4 really, really good horses that could nip Exaggerator at the wire. But we'll see. It's a minute and 40 seconds, a minute and 50 seconds of time, and that's it. And a good sporting event. So
it should be a fast race today because the weather's nice and cool and sunny and a little windy, but it should be a fast track because of that, shouldn't it?
Hopefully it should do well. So, okay, well we'll jump into the questions and answer. And again, it's all about DubLi's new platform, and both platforms are out. The only one we talk about here at DubLiHelp.com obviously is DubLi.com. their new front page. Let me see if I can do a screen share. I actually can't even log in because I haven't done my password yet. But
I couldn't get the DubLi Mall to pull up a minute ago. They're still working on it, I think.
Did you go to DubLi.com?
Yeah, and no, I went to the DubLi US Mall.
Just type in DubLi.com. If you can do a screen share, that'd be better for me. Just type in DubLi.com. That's all you got to do. And don't worry about logging in. Here we go. It's just the front page is all you need.
Yeah, it's still in a work in progress then.
All right, let me see if I can.
Can you see this? Yeah.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay. Yeah, it's a work in progress.
All right, bear with me here.
While you're working at that, I was just going to mention, guys, Mother's Day, you know, and everybody, Mother's Day is tomorrow, and you only get one mother, so make sure you make it count. You know, don't forget. You got your last minute things you may have to take care of. Get to it. So.
Okay.
I was just putting up on the screen just a little bit of my favorite place to go is Overstock. And today there's 30% off of featured furniture plus an extra 10%. And that's on top of your DubLi savings. And what else do we have here? We got 65% off on mattresses plus an extra 10%. So, you know, folks, you can't go too far wrong. And area rugs, oh my goodness, 70% off plus an extra 15%. And you get your DubLi cash back. It's like you're paying nothing. It's quite a bit of value. And today, if you go in there, you're going to see you got a $20 off $150 coupon. And mine's been activated. So, you know, I'm ready to go. Free shipping on over $45. That's why it makes it one of my favorite places to shop. Plus, then on top of it, I get my DubLi cash back. And if I use one of the rewards cards, whether it's the Club O card or another credit card, you know, you pick up another 2% on rewards. So I just really think, folks, when you're really out to seriously shop, you want to really just, you know, dive in head first and go for it. Try Overstock, try Mark's favorite, Groupon. And, you know, here at Overstock, they got the farmers market, they've got Main Street, World Stock, and pet adoptions even. So you got kid zones, you got something, a give back box at Goodwill if you want to go that direction. So they've got a lot of opportunities that you don't want to miss out. Digital Saturday today, another $5 off at Dollar General. So, you know, it's important what you save. But I'll let you get back to it. I just put a little filler in there, bud.
Yeah, no, it's good. You know, my screen crashed. I just jumped back in. So.
Oh, okay. I didn't see you. I had my screen up, so I really didn't see you.
Yeah, I think when we start doing these, now that we can start getting back to our normal, you know, hangouts, you know, I've got to get this straight with these, so it doesn't crash like this anymore. So I'll be working on that this weekend. But thanks for all that. And,
oh, no problem, bud.
You know, we can just chat just real briefly, you know, about the new platform, and obviously the platform's out, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Cosmetically, it looks, you know, significantly different. I'm interested in getting into the back office side of it, and especially the smartphone app, and that's not coming out for another 4 or 5 days, they say, and that's really when we'll get into kicking into gear. But and one of the things that DubLi also said in their emails to us beta testers before is that you know, a lot of the little the nuances or new things that they're doing, they're going to roll them out in given time, and so you might see someone that says coming soon, or you know, that action is blocked, you know, for your user, you know, until such date, and they'll get into that. So anyway, it's out, which is most important, and so really honestly, it's between now and the holiday season to work out the kinks.
Right.
And so it'll be geared up and ready for the holidays. So it should be interesting on how that works out. So, all right. Any closing comments, Richard, for Saturday morning?
Well, I'm really looking forward to the new toolbar coming out. I'm really enthused about that. I used that like mad before. That was like kind of like my almost had to join Shoppers Aholics, but because the toolbar was always functioning, and you see these great, it'll show folks your the DubLi stores and what kind of discounts they give you on a Google search. So you can't go wrong when you have that toolbar up and loaded. So anyway, but we just want to wish everybody a great weekend and a great Mother's Day.
All right. I'm looking at my sheet here who I've circled.
I know you've been really busy this week not to have that completed by this morning. I know you've been extremely busy.
Yeah, I got a lot just going on, but everyone's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
The exaggerator is obviously the pick of the deal, but there's the other horses I like. I like this one called Creator, and Gunrunner. Oh no, I'm sorry, My Man Sam. Yeah.
They all sound like presidential candidate names.
Yeah, My Man Sam, Gunrunner, and Sudden Breaking News.
Yep.
Those three horses, I think, can take Exaggerator at the wire. Exaggerator is going to go wire to wire. He's going to come out and be at the front of the race the whole time. And he'll finish. He'll finish within the top three. He should, unless there's some issues. He gets a bad ride, bumped or something. But I think one of those three other horses I just mentioned, will certainly have the ability to, and they're going to be at the very end of the race. They'll be at the very end, 15 lengths behind him. But they're late runners. And one thing people don't understand about this Kentucky Derby is these horses have never run this distance before. They've never run this far. They have an extra eighth of a mile to run. Mm-hmm. So what's that? 220 yards extra to run. And so that's 2.5 football fields extra they have to run. And for a lot of horses, that's I've seen them stop like glue, or dead in the like they're in cement. Yeah. When they have to go that extra distance, and each one of these races, from the Derby to the Preakness and then the Belmont, the Triple Crown, all three of these races, these horses have to run these races within 6 weeks. All three races within 6 weeks, and each distance is further.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Belmont is 1.5 miles. Yeah, and that's the big one. That's the biggie.
That's the long day.
Yeah. So American Pharoah won the Triple Crown the first time since I graduated from high school in 1978, and in like 38, 40 years, something like that. Yeah. And last year, the first horse to win the Triple Crown, American Pharoah. And we'd like to see it continue to happen again, but I don't know, man. It's so tough because a lot of these horses, go against fresh candidates at every race. Like there's some horses that are going to run in the Belmont and the Preakness that aren't going to run in the Derby.
Right.
So, yeah, and a horse 6. I mean, it really is a huge. For an athlete, which these animals are, to accomplish and win a Triple Crown. And that's the reason it took so many years before a horse was able to do it. So, but we'll see. We'll see. If it's good for the industry when it happens, that's the reason I like it. I particularly don't like to see it happen, but I know it's good for the industry. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I just hope it's a safe race, and one day, hopefully, maybe I'll have a horse. One of my horses will run in the Derby. Too. So
one of your ponies running.
Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I still have a few. Actually, I don't have any. Well, I do have one right now, but it's just its stud. And but maybe someday after my kids get out of college, you know, and I have a little money. Okay, well, thank you, Richard, for today, and thank you, viewers, for checking in with us this Saturday morning here, May 7th, 2016. I always like to date these hangouts, and as Richard and I say throughout these hangouts and other hangouts, you know, we encourage you to go to youtube.com or google.com and just type in DubLiHelp, and you get a list of our previous hangouts we've done before with topics, and take a view at it. Pick and view anyone you want to get to know us more and get to know more about DubLi as well. So we'll be back a week from today with another questions and answers session, and then this coming Tuesday night will be a platform update. The website will be updated, and everything else will be ready to go, so we can start really digging deep into the new platform that DubLi has out. So again, thank you, Richard, and thank you, viewers, for checking in with us, and we'll see you next time. Take care.